As promised, here's the tutorial for the skirt I made in my last video. It's super simple to cut and sew, and you can find the pattern pieces and written instructions on my website under TikTok patterns. First, cut out all your pieces. You should have one big skirt piece that looks like a square with a hole in it. It's kind of hanging off my table because I kind of ran out of room. Then you'll have two waistband pieces with notches and two ties. I would suggest using a flannel or linen that looks the same from front to back, since you'll kind of see the wrong side of the fabric when wearing it, but that's just personal preference. First, we'll create the ties to get them out of the way. Fold the ties right sides together along the long edge and sew the raw edges along the long side and one short side. Now turn both ties right side out and press along the seam, and then top stitch all the way around the ties. This is what your ties will look like finished. Now we can work on the waistband. Fold the waistband pieces in half wrong sides together and press to create a crease. Now cut two pieces of 2-inch knit elastic the length that tells you in the pattern. Open one waistband piece and place the elastic facing the wrong side of the fabric and lining up the cut end of the elastic with the short edge of the fabric. The bottom of the elastic will run along the crease in the fabric. Do that on both ends of the waistband and baste the elastic in place. Now pin the ties on the right side of one of the waistband pieces exactly the same way. The waistband will be sandwiched in between the two. Now you have one waistband piece with ties and one without. Lay the one with ties right side up and place the other one on top right sides together and sew along both side edges. The elastic will be on opposite sides of the crease to reduce bulk while sewing. Turn the waistband right sides out and your strap should be sewn into the side seams and the elastic should be sandwiched between the layers of fabric. You can now baste the bottom raw edges of the fabric together, making sure not to sew into the elastic. The waistband will gather up as you go. It's supposed to do that so it can stretch to fit when you're wearing it. Now we can add the skirt to the waistband. Turn your waistband so the straps are on the inside. And with the skirt right sides out, place the raw edges of the waistband and skirt hole together, matching up the notches on the skirt to the notches and side seams of the waistband. Once it's all pinned in place, you can sew all the way around the skirt hole. Now that all the seams are sewn, we just have to hem. To do that, fold back the raw edges of the skirt 1/2 inch towards the wrong side of the fabric and then fold it back 1/2 inch again. Then sew as close as you can to that top fold. Give the hems a press and now you're all done. This thing is super fun to wear and has plenty of room for comfort. You can tie it in the front or tie it in the back to mix up the look a little. There are a million ways to style it, and I just love the casual look it creates even though you're actually wearing a skirt. It feels more like a flannel wrapped around your waist. I hope you enjoyed this sew along. Thanks for watching.